Well, Florida's daily rain shower has arrived at an inopportune time. Welcome to Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Everbank Stadium. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. On the move, headed right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Hey, Silver,
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. Didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing out to the left. Cut. Breaks across midfield. Hits the opposing territory. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Caught quick right side. Not a lot available to him. It's to the 38. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
It's second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Back to the air, Lawrence. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing third and long.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Dragon 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
An 8-yard pickup brings up fourth down and 1.
Viking 18. Let's go.
They're going to try with ETN. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Turnover on down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Silver, ready? Elton, set. All right, anyway, that. Hey, easy, 63, back.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a fourth down. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go. 76 Warriors, 70.
Lawrence with it on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
If you're keeping stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on third down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
So as they face fourth down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. First and 10. Now Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Second down now, 7 to go. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. They'll work against the blitz. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at third and still 10 here.
Hey, Silver.
Air it out on third. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the defense comes through. And that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Braden Mann on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go. Fix the Eagles.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Getting in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Come on, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Buffalo 18. Go.
Lawrence working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Rig alert, rig alert. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from the 41.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put two guys, heck, put three guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate match of the game.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to it. Gets it to the 15. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get the game's first points here in the second. Travis Etienne, the touchdown.
Okay, you know what a run like that does? For everybody, for the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense, it just gives you confidence that you can call that run again and not expect a little jump, but go get explosive on the ground as well.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Yeti, Yeti.
Hurts to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it sets up second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Second down. Hurts throwing again. Buying some time right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On third down, it's Hurts. Headed out right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Nice punch here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
22-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Ready.
On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let go.
Throwing on 1st down, Lawrence. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's ETN on 1st down. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Jaguars pull out in front further, 13-zip. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Good. Set. Count up, Yeti.
Hurts now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
Good. Set.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
Good. Set.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Ready?
3rd down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken near midfield. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing from the gun here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And it's going to be second down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Gets him on the in route. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal third and 8 here. They'll throw third and long. Chased out to his right. He'll make a big play on the ground. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this.
180, 180.
On fourth down, Hurts. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Ready.
They go play action. Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Liking 18.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
60 by 6. 60 by 6. 60 Bison.
He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Come on. Set. Got it. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
First down throw. Lawrence. Throw left side. Complete. They'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Stephanie. Cougar 19. Take match. That's Regs. Check smash.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Hawk 70. 60 Eagles. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now toss it to Etienne. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 70.
And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
7 Cowboy 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. We'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Jacoby Dean in on the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
19, Charger, 19.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Jalen Carter. Working quickly here. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Ready.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the offshoot quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around him. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Smith on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with the double-digit deficit.
Great. I don't anyone else. Carl left Yeti.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, if you couldn't do it.
Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond third down today. We just look up at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the jump.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Ready. Cougar 19.
They'll try it left with Etienne. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe block as he's sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cup 19. Cup 19.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be...
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
Let's go now. Mustang, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer, 19 Lion, Panther 11, Panther 11, go.
Here he goes, third and long. It is Cup, left side. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
On fourth down, here's Lawrence. Throw caught by his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, set, steady.
From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down right along the 30. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Reed working the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing out to the left. Cut! He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Come on, set.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down. Offense to the line fast.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up
Second down, ETN gets it again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
70 Timberwolf.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10.
Great, set. 180.
Hurts now from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Jaguars take over.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Steady.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready. 60 by 6. Ready.
They go right back to ETN. And his fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Working quickly here.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
On the tackle.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
79 Broncos.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Finds the in route complete. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars continue piling it on here in the 4th. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Got it on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Pick up of 3 on the carry. That's going to bring up 4th and 2.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Trimmer.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.